I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Kasterborous. I'm 903 years old, and I'm the man who's going to save your lives and all 6 billion people on the planet below.
Welcome back to Crawford-Clark Close-Up season of Doctor Who reviews and rankings. In the run-up to the debut of Series 11 of Doctor Who, with Jodie Whittaker in the title role kicking off on the BBC later in 2018, we're going back over all the Doctor's adventures since the Time Lord returned to our screens back in 2005. We've already ranked our favourite episodes from Doctor No. 9, Christopher Eccleston, who triumphantly brought the Gallifreyan Time Lord back onto our screens when the series was revived by the BBC. Still to come, we'll be ranking Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi's adventures in the Tardis over the next few months, but our second ranking is of the undisputed fan favourite, Doctor No. 10, David Tennant. On June the 18th, 2005, viewers saw something they probably didn't expect to ever see again in this television drama, a new regeneration from one actor to the next in the title role. When Eccleston confirmed he would only be staying on for one series and a total of 13 episodes, the new incumbent was unveiled to us in the form of Scottish David John MacDonald, known to us as David Tennant. From the first smile and remark that he has new teeth to Billie Piper's Rose at the end of The Parting of the Ways, we know we're in for another bumpy ride with the Time Lord, but audiences had no idea at that time that they would take Tennant's Doctor to their hearts in such a fond way over the next 3 series and specials of the show. Not since Tom Baker's 4th Doctor over 30 years beforehand had Doctor Who been embraced by so many fans, young and old. The 10th Doctor would return to our screens for his first full adventure, The Christmas Invasion, on Christmas Day 2005, and from there was no looking back. In total, including his 3 full series, the series of specials, and his appearance in the 50th anniversary special The Day of the Doctor, Tennant was the Doctor for an impressive run of 48 episodes. Throughout Tennant's run, there was no denying that Doctor Who was reaching incredible viewing figures, none more so than in Doctor No. 10's spectacular regeneration on New Year's Day 2010. For each of our reviews of the new Who Doctor's tenures, we'll be ranking their top 5 episodes, and also showcasing some of the weakest efforts from each Doctor. Just a reminder, the 2-parter stories will be featured as one placing in the rankings rather than 2, and we won't be including the multi-Doctor episode The Day of the Doctor, the show's 50th anniversary special, in this ranking here, or indeed in our later ranking of Matt Smith's episodes. That special will get its own separate review. So, without further ado, allons-y with our top 5 Tennant stories. At number 5, from Series 2, it's episodes 8 and 9, The Impossible Planet and The Satan Pit. We kick off with the second 2-part story of Series 2, which is brilliantly atmospheric as the Doctor and Rose land their TARDIS on a planet with only a limited crew and a lot of ood. Things go awry when the TARDIS is lost and he awakens from the pit. The crew are in danger as well as the Doctor, who has ventured outside the station to explore the planet. This is a creepy, well-written story from writer Matt Jones that maintains the suspense throughout. At number 4, Series 3, Episodes 8 and 9, Human Nature and the Family of Blood. From a Rose story in Series 2 to new companion Martha in Series 3, with arguably the most personal and affecting Who 2-parter since the show's revival in 2005. Tennant and Freema Agyeman are brilliant in this, and the star-studded cast bolster an already captivating story. The Doctor having to become human and live as a professor in 1913 England to avoid capture by the Family of Blood. Based on an original short story concept from writer Paul Cornell, this is often considered one of the best stories in Doctor Who history. Into the top 3, and at number 3, another story considered one of the very best, also comes from Series 3. It's episode 10, Blink. This is a brilliant, critically appraised standalone episode penned by future showrunner Stephen Moffat, with the introduction to one of Doctor Who's standout villains, the deliciously creepy, malevolent Weeping Angels, as well as Carey Mulligan as the protagonist of this story, Sally Sparrow, who is caught in a time loop. This is an emotional and highly creative story. And number 2, from Series 4, it's episode 11, Turn Left. To keep things fair and square, we've included episodes from all 3 of Tennant's main seasons for our top 5, and our top 2 stories from the Tennant era Both come from the brilliant Series 4. First up is Turn Left, the precursor to the series finale, which is often the place where filler episodes go. But showrunner Russell T Davies decided to buck this trend with Series 4, as this is top-class Who. Donna visits a fortune teller while she and the Doctor are visiting a random planet, and the fortune teller changes Donna's life. She turns right in her car with her mum instead of turning left, and by doing so she never meets the Doctor, and the world is plunged into chaos when the Doctor dies because Donna wasn't there to save him. History is rewritten, and it's only when Donna makes contact with Rose Tyler that she can go back in time and change history back to the way it should be. The best episode written by Russell T Davies during his Doctor Who tenure as a showrunner, and another supremely confident, clever Series 4 episode with Catherine Tate's plucky Donna taking centre stage. There are plenty of twists and turns and callbacks to the previous seasons in this brilliant episode. But there's just one story from Tennant's Who era that beats it. And at number 1, it's another two-parter from Series 4, Episodes 8 and 9, Silence in the Library and The Forest of the Dead. So at the top isn't The Girl in the Fireplace, beloved by many. Whilst it's a great episode and would certainly be one of our honourable mentions from the Tennant era, we have to stay with the stellar Series 4, the most consistent of the new Who runs so far, with the thrilling two-parter Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead, penned once again by Stephen Moffat. Donna and the Doctor stumble upon the Library, a planet with seemingly no signs of life, until they join forces with Professor River Song, someone who seems to know the Doctor very well, and they all meet the deadly Vashta Narada. This is an extremely clever, engaging story bolstered by great effects and terrific performances all round, and a genuinely scary antagonist. Just remember, stay out of the shadows. So there you have it, our top 5 picks from the Tennant era of Doctor Who. Some of those were difficult to whittle down, as there are genuinely brilliant episodes from the fan favourites era of the show. As well as the aforementioned Girl in the Fireplace from Series 2, other honourable mentions narrowly missing our list are Midnight from Series 4, The Shakespeare Code from Series 3, 42, again from Series 3, and the concluding two-parter of Series 2, Army of Ghosts and Doomsday, with its emotional departure for Billie Piper. And of course, who can forget that emotional ending to Series 4 where we say goodbye to Donna. Whilst there are many brilliant episodes of the 48 in the Tennant era, there are also a couple of stinkers. The dishonourable mentions are The Idiot's Lantern, Series 2, Episode 7. Fear Her from Series 2, which focuses on a little girl being taken over by a being and convincing her to wipe out humanity through her drawings. All the while, the London 2012 Olympics are happening. But hands down, the weakest episode of Tennant's run, and it sounds horrible to say as a child won a competition to design the villain for this single episode, is Love and Monsters from Series 2. It's a mess of an episode with nothing at all to recommend it, including the appearance of the brilliant Peter Kay. So, there you have it, our thoughts on Tennant's tenure in the TARDIS. What do you think of Tennant's time as the Time Lord? Let us know your favourite episodes in the comments below. And we're posting this video on the channel on my wife and I's anniversary, as Tennant remains my wife's favourite Doctor. He's funny, he's charming, he's dangerous, he's caring, he's emotional, he's everything you want the Doctor to be, and he's also one of my favourites. Until we meet again in the Day of the Doctor, we say farewell to Doctor number 10, and in a month's time we'll be saying hello to the youngest ever incarnation of the Time Lord in the form of Matt Smith. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for all our Doctor Who updates, as well as all of our reviews of old and new releases. Search for Crawford-Clark Close-Up on Facebook and Twitter, and email us your suggestions for the channel, crawfordclarkcloseup@gmail.com. As ever, thanks for watching. Join us again next month for our next Doctor Who video, where we'll be looking at the top 5 episodes of Doctor number 11, Matt Smith. Thanks for watching, and until next time, that's a wrap.